That whole thing is not part of any kind of plan, that I can tell you. The word plan is just not associated with any of that. They called me up, what was it, about 2 summers ago, and no, about a year and a half ago, and it just came out of nowhere. It was not something that was being chased or anything. I don't have any aspirations of like John Bon Jovi, like now I want to be in movies or anything whatsoever. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, by the way, at all. No. But I'm not. It's not. Film is my passion. Film is definitely. My girl is in film, and most of them. I actually have more friends in film than I have in music, probably. But I don't have any kind of aspirations to do any of that type of stuff. If anything, one day it would probably be more in writing or producing, more in that direction. But the acting thing, that was just something that just I have a lot of respect for Russell Brand. I think he's a really gifted actor, really gifted comedian. And the Judd Apatow people and the whole, Nick, who directed, I'm forgetting Sarah Marshall and the guys that wrote. I think they're all very, very smart people. They make great movies, and so when Nick called up and asked if I wanted to be in his spin-off from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, I said sure, but it's not something that I'm chasing. I don't have an agent or if they call again, I mean it was 2 days. It was a lot of fun, but I think we'll leave that to we'll leave acting to people that can act, and then if anything, like I said, maybe I'm really interested. Generally, I'm really in the creative process. I'm mostly into writing.
Sure.
So maybe one day, my girl sort of always asks me about whether we should write something together or whatever. So maybe something in that direction. My 5 favorite films. Okay, so here goes in no particular order and completely just off the top of my head. I wasn't very quick. I think generally Godfather 2, Midnight Express, I don't know what, Papillon, those kind of classics. Hard-Boiled, Reservoir Dogs.
Nice. Not The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
That's just 5. I mean, I could give you 50. Put The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and of course, you could put Midnight Cowboy. You could put a lot of movies from that time. Little Big Man. What did I see the other day that I hadn't seen for a few years? That was so fucking great. What's it called? Such a bad time with titles. Dustin Hoffman.
Rain Man?
No. Is it Safe? No. Marathon Man. I saw that the other day for the first time in a couple of years. But then, there's a lot of great new films. A lot of great independent films. There's one of the best movies of the year, Winter's Bone, that I don't know if has played down here yet.
Have you seen Animal Kingdom?
Yes, I have. I saw Animal Kingdom a couple of months ago. Liked it a lot. Thought it was great. I saw a movie in Sydney a couple of weeks ago, an English film that hasn't played in America that was really, really funny, called Four Lions.
Yeah.
Really funny.
I saw that as well. It's quite. I think people are put off from the sound. That sounds a bit too offensive, but they handle it really well.
It's made by the same guys that did this great movie that came out last year called In the Loop. That was great. I loved it. All the people that were involved in the creation of that whole thing, they were all really nice. They were all kind of just fans of music, pop culture like we are. We didn't run into any suits or any business people. A lot of these guys are just geeks like ourselves, And it was really fun. It was also great, you know, when you 30 years into your career can kind of continue to end up in situations that are sort of new and a little unfamiliar. And it's always fun to go into areas of just creative, you know, just sort of new creative territories, you know, where you don't, you know, kind of know exactly what's coming.
Is it true that you, some of your children can beat you on some tracks on guitar?
That doesn't take much to beat me. I figured it out in the last year or so. My instrument of choice is bass. The drums, I just can't really get together because they're not. There's no secrets here. They're not transcribed 100% as I play them. And so I will sit there and just play like I play, and I'll fuck up my own songs because there's, you know, I'm playing with my ears, not with my eyes, and this, the whole concept of playing music with your eyes is something that you kind of have to get used to. But it's pretty cool. But the bass, I can play bass on medium, and we got a pretty good thing going, me and my kids, and I hold up the bass on medium, and the rest of them wail on guitar and vocals and the rest of it. But I'm no slouch on bass on medium. I've tried a couple times on high. It's not so good because then that's four. Then you got to use all 4 fingers.
Yeah.
And there's another color added or some shit, and it gets a little complicated. So, but it was really fun, and it was really fun, and it was really just a cool experience, a great thing to be able to animate yourself, and you know, like I've said,
have fans play as you as
but to be able to actually sit there and have them send. So here you are animated. What would you like to change? Well, can we go from 3 double chins to 2? Can we you know, we've gone to put some more muscle on. I mean, it's great. You know, you can actually like buff yourself up. You can thin yourself out. You can add more hair. I mean, it's really pretty cool. It's like great. There I am animated with lots of hair, you know, and the whole thing. So it's pretty fun to be able to do stuff like that.